Power stages in an induction motor. Okay, power stages in an induction motor. So induction motor, this power induction machine is called as a electrical to mechanical conversion device. Input is called electrical, that is called 3-phase AC supply, and output is called mechanical. It's converting electrical to mechanical. So in this converting electrical to mechanical, so there are the considerable some amount of power loss that takes place, and also the power conversion also takes place. Okay, so same as the transformer action. So the induction machine working as a transformer action. Okay, energy conversion takes place in this here. So this input electrical power fed to the stator of a motor, stator of the motor is converted into mechanical power at the shaft of the motor. Input of this induction motor is called electrical power. Electrical power fed to the stator of the motor is converted into mechanical power at the shaft of the motor. Okay, the various losses are during the energy conversions takes place. Different type of losses are takes place in this energy conversion, electrical to mechanical. In this between, there are different type of losses are takes place. So that is called fixed losses and variable losses also there, same as transformer. Okay, fixed losses here. Fixed losses called stator iron losses. Okay, fixed losses are stator iron loss and friction and windage losses. These two losses are fixed losses. Stator iron losses. This stator iron losses takes place in the induction machine core, stator core of the induction machine. Stator iron losses takes place in the induction machine stator core. And friction and windage losses. Okay, the rotor iron losses are negligible. The rotor iron losses are negligible because of frequency of the rotor's current and under normal operating conditions is small. Okay, this rotor of iron losses are negligible. The rotor iron losses are negligible because of the frequency of the rotor current under normal running condition is very, very small. Under normal operating condition, the frequency of rotor current is very, very small. That's why the rotor iron losses are negligible. So you know, well, rotor frequency is equal to slip times of stator frequency. Fr is equal to S times of Fs. This curve under running condition, rotor frequency is very, very less. Rotor's frequency is equal to slip times of stator frequency. So, for example, slip is equal to 1% or 2%. That means 0.01 times of full load stator frequency. If the stator frequency 50 Hz means 0.01 into 50. So very, very less. No? So that's why this iron loss are depending on frequency, you know well. Okay. Iron loss are depending on frequency. The frequency is very, very less. That's why rotor current frequency is less. That's why this rotor iron loss are less in induction motor. Only stator iron losses. Okay, and friction and windage loss. And then variable losses are stator copper loss and rotor copper loss. This depending on load. Variable losses means depends on load. Load is changes. Okay, and current is changes. That's why copper loss also changes. Copper loss is nothing but I square R loss. No? The stator, so the winding, stator is having some winding. Stator is having winding. No? Okay, the winding, this loss of takes place. Stator copper loss. That is called I square R loss. I square R loss is nothing but stator copper loss. Okay, the winding is made by copper. That's why it is it's called as a stator copper loss. Generally, it's called copper loss. Stator copper loss. I square. And also rotor is also having winding in slip ring induction motor, winding and squirrel cage induction motor, conducting bars, copper conducting bars or aluminum conducting bars. So that bars also the rotor copper loss takes place. Okay, so here this you can easily understand by using this diagram. Okay, so here this power stages how electric power fed to the stator of induction motor and suffers losses and finally converted to mechanical. So this is the diagram. Okay, so power flow diagram of three-phase induction machine. This is called induction machine. Okay, it's called stator. The stator input is called electrical power supply. That is called input power PI. Input power is called PI. This is called stator input power. Understood? This is called stator, and input power is called PI, and this is called active power to stator of the induction machine. With the stator, we are giving the power supply to this winding, three-phase winding, the three terminals. So we are three-phase supply is connected to the induction machine line. Stator is connected to three-phase. So it is having winding. So because of this winding, it is having some resistance. Because of that resistance, stator copper loss takes place. Okay, stator copper loss takes place in this winding, and in the stator also, stator iron loss also takes place. This stator is core made by some material that's called iron or silicon. Stator core is made by some material that's called iron or core, iron or silicon by using. Okay. So because of this, loss takes place in the iron loss and core of the induction machine. Stator core of the induction motor, the iron loss takes place. Okay, in the stator, there are two losses: stator copper loss and stator iron loss takes place. In the stator of this induction machine, this is called stator core of the induction machine. This is called stator. In the stator fluid, there are the different type of slots. In this slots, so you have to place the winding. Am I right? So the winding having some resistance because of that stator copper loss takes place, and also this stator core also is having some losses. That's called stator iron loss. Okay, the stator input minus the active power of the stator is input PI minus this losses is called stator output. No? Understood? This input minus this loss, so whatever the losses takes place in a stator of induction machine. So stator input minus this losses is called stator output. That is called rotor input. Okay, that is called PR. So active power supplied to the rotor. This input power minus these losses is called output power of the stator. That is also called as the input power of the rotor. The active power supplied to the rotor. And also this power is also called as a area power. Because of this power present in between the stator and rotor. This is called stator and this is called rotor. In between stator and rotor, this power takes place. That's why it's called also as the area power. Understood? This is the active power supplied to the rotor. Understood? Based on induction principle. According to the induction principle, this is active power fed to the rotor cycle. And then the rotor having some losses, rotor copper losses. Okay, rotor copper loss takes place in the winding. Okay, this winding, this rotor is made by some winding in a super induction motor, and conducting bars and copper conducting bars or aluminum conducting bars in the rotor. Am I right? Because of that loss takes place, but there is no iron loss. Iron loss are very, very small because our rotor frequency is very, very less. That's why the iron loss are negligible in here rotor. But in stator, iron loss takes place. The stator frequency is 50 Hz is the supply frequency. Stator frequency is called supply frequency, but rotor frequency is called slip times of stator frequency. That's slip. That's why the rotor frequency is very, very less. So that's why iron loss in rotor is not considered. But only rotor copper loss are considered. So this is called input of the rotor is called active power supplied to the rotor is called PR. This input power. And then what is the mechanical power developed on the shaft? So this rotor input is called PR minus the rotor copper loss is called mechanical power developed on the rotor shaft of this induction machine. Am I right? This input minus this losses is called mechanical power. Understood? And this is a mechanical power developed on the rotor. And also this shaft, because of windage and friction losses, okay, the shaft power is also reducing. That is called output power of the induction machine. Okay, the output power of the induction machine is reduces because of windage and friction loss. The output power is nothing but mechanical power minus this windage and friction loss is called output power. It's clear. So first input power minus the stator losses, that is called stator output. Otherwise rotor input, also called as area power. That power is denoted by PR. Okay, and here losses are nothing but stator copper loss and stator iron loss. And then rotor input is called active power supplied to the rotor. That is called PR. That is called stator output is also called as a rotor input, and area power also rotor input. And this input minus this rotor copper loss is called power developed and mechanical power developed on the shaft. Understood? That's called PM. And then the mechanical power developed on the shaft minus the windage and friction losses is called shaft power. Okay. So this is called power stages, power flow in induction machine. Understood? The following points may be noted that above diagram. A stator input is called PI. No? The stator input is nothing but stator output plus stator loss. This is called stator input. This input is nothing but stator output, that is called rotor input plus the stator loss. This input is equal to this stator output plus losses. Stator input is equal to stator output plus stator loss. That is called stator output plus stator iron loss and stator copper loss. What are the losses here? Stator copper loss and stator iron loss. No? That's why stator output plus stator iron losses plus stator copper loss. This is called stator input. And then rotor input is called stator output. This is power is called stator output is equal to rotor input. The rotor input is equal to stator output. Understood? And then mechanical power developed PM is equal to rotor input minus rotor copper loss. This is called mechanical power developed. This mechanical power developed is nothing but rotor input the PR minus rotor copper loss. Okay. This mechanical power developed is equal to available is equal to PM is equal to PR minus rotor copper loss. Rotor input minus rotor copper loss is nothing but mechanical power available. The mechanical power available in the gross rotor output and will produce the gross torque TG. Understood? The mechanical power available in the gross rotor output and will also produce the gross torque TG. And mechanical power shaft output, P output is nothing but mechanical power developed minus windage and friction losses called shaft power. Am I right? Mechanical power shaft P output is equal to PM minus friction and windage loss. Understood? Mechanical power available at the shaft produces the shaft torque TSH. Mechanical power developed available produces the grass torque. Grass rotor output produces the grass torque. And the mechanical power output PM minus P output produces the friction and windage loss. PM minus P output is nothing but friction and windage loss. Input power minus output power is nothing but losses. So it is called input power of the shaft and output power of the shaft, and then minus input power of the shaft minus output power of shaft is nothing but windage and friction loss. So this is the so power stages in induction machine. Power stages, different power stages in induction machine.